Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're taking a closer look at electric city cars.
Yeah, these little electric vehicles, they're zipping around all over the place.
Right, you see them everywhere. And we've got a ton of research in English, of course, to really unpack this trend.
So are electric city cars all they're cracked up to be?
Well, let's find out. We've got some fascinating Italian research,
And they call them city car electric.
which is a pretty cool name, actually. City car electric. It's got a nice ring to it.
So before we jump into the details,
Yeah, what exactly are we talking about when we say city car electric?
well, think compact electric-powered cars.
Okay, so perfect for city driving, zipping around tight streets, easy parking.
Exactly. And the sources we're looking at today highlight three major advantages of city cars.
Okay, might hear 'em?
Economic benefits, reliable batteries, and of course their environmental impact.
Okay, those are some pretty big pluses. Let's start with the economic angle. Who doesn't love saving money?
Right. And these sources say that recharging at home is way cheaper than gassing up a traditional car.
Okay, how much cheaper are we talking?
Well, one source gives a pretty clear example. They say a full charge costs less than a full tank of gas or diesel.
That's a pretty significant difference, especially these days with gas prices being what they are.
Yeah, no kidding. And it's not just about the fuel savings either.
Oh, what else is there?
The sources also point out that electric city cars are cheaper to maintain.
Really? Why is that?
Well, they say that electric cars require less maintenance because they have simpler engines, less moving parts. And, one source even says electric city cars require less maintenance than internal combustion cars, thanks to the simplicity of the electric motor and the reduction of moving parts.
So you're not only saving on gas, but you're also saving on those pesky trips to the mechanic.
Exactly.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it's definitely appealing.
Okay, so let's talk about the battery.
Ah, yes, the battery. That's always a big question with electric cars.
Right. People always worry about how long a battery will last.
Yeah, it's a common concern, but these sources actually paint a pretty positive picture.
Oh, really? What did they say?
One study claims that modern batteries can last for 1,000,000 kilometers.
1,000,000 kilometers. That's incredible.
Yeah, and not only that, they say that the batteries can maintain over 80% of their capacity even after 10 years.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh, and don't forget about the warranties. Many manufacturers offer warranties of at least 8 years or 160,000 kilometers.
Wow, so you're pretty much covered for a huge chunk of the battery's life.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about the battery dying on you after just a couple of years.
Okay, that definitely puts my mind at ease. But what about the environment?
Well, that's another big advantage of electric cars in general.
Right, zero emissions, cleaner air for everyone.
Yep, the sources are pretty clear on this one. Electric city cars produce zero tailpipe emissions. They even say electric city cars do not emit greenhouse gases, contributing to improving air quality in cities.
And it's not just about the air quality, there are other perks too, specifically for city dwellers.
Like what?
Well, the sources mention that electric city cars often have access to restricted traffic zones.
Oh, yeah, those VTLs they have in Italy.
Exactly. And they also talk about potential parking benefits, like free or discounted parking in some areas.
That's like cities are rolling out the red carpet for electric cars.
They are. It makes a lot of sense, though. Cleaner air, less congestion, easier parking. It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. But even with all these advantages, the sources point out a common mistake people make when it comes to electric city cars:
Oh, what's that?
selling them too early.
Really? Why would anyone do that? I mean, they seem like a great investment.
Well, the sources point to a few reasons why people might sell prematurely. One of the biggest factors is fear.
Fear of what?
Fear of the battery degrading. Some people rush to sell their electric cars after just a couple of years because they're worried about the battery dying.
But we just talked about how durable these batteries are. 1,000,000 kilometers, 80% capacity after 10 years. Seems like a bit of an overreaction, wouldn't you say?
It does, and the sources agree. They actually say many users sell their electric city cars after only 2 years for fear that the battery will age quickly, but in reality, the batteries are designed to last a long time and maintain good capacity.
It's like throwing away a perfectly good phone just because you're worried about the battery eventually wearing out.
Exactly. Plus, if you sell the car too early, you're missing out on all those long-term savings.
Right, the fuel savings, the lower maintenance costs, it all adds up.
The sources actually put it this way: selling an electric car prematurely means giving up savings on operating costs and long-term economic benefits.
Makes sense. So don't panic and sell your electric car just because you're worried about the battery.
Right. Do your research, get the facts, and you'll see that these batteries are built to last.
And there's another reason why selling early might not be the best idea.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Market stability. The sources suggest that the electric car market is stabilizing.
So as demand for electric vehicles continues to grow, the value of your electric city car could actually increase.
Exactly. That's what they're saying. It's pretty interesting.
It is. It challenges the traditional idea that cars are always depreciating assets.
So maybe, just maybe, electric city cars are more like fine wine. They get better with age.
I like that analogy. And the sources back that up. They say that The growing demand for electric vehicles is stabilizing the market, making electric city cars a reliable investment over time.
This is all very fascinating stuff. I'm really starting to see why electric city cars are becoming so popular.
Yeah, they're definitely making a strong case for themselves.
It seems like they tick all the boxes: economic, environmental, and even, dare I say, a bit stylish.
Yeah, some of them are pretty sleek looking, but it makes you wonder what else is out there. What other cool features are hidden in the world of electric city cars?
I know, there's always more to discover.
Exactly, and that's what makes this so exciting. It makes you wonder what they didn't include in these sources.
Yeah, like, are there any downsides to these electric city cars?
That's a good question, and the sources do hint at a potential downside.
Oh, really? I'm intrigued. What is it?
Well, it's not a direct downside listed in the sources, but it's more like a misconception.
Okay, tell me more.
It all comes back to that battery anxiety we were talking about earlier.
Right, those people selling their cars early because they're worried about the battery dying.
Exactly. That fear is often based on, well, outdated information.
You mean like people are picturing those old, clunky cell phones with batteries that barely lasted a day?
Pretty much. But the truth is that today's electric car batteries are a completely different beast.
We've already talked about how they can last for 1,000,000 kilometers.
Right. And maintain over 80% capacity even after 10 years.
So why are people still so hung up on this battery thing?
Well, I think it just takes time for these technological advancements to really sink in.
It's like people are stuck in the past.
Kind of, and the sources even address this. They say many users sell their electric city cars after only 2 years for fear that the battery will age quickly, but in reality, the batteries are designed to last a long time and maintain good capacity.
So it's not the batteries that are the problem, it's the outdated perceptions.
Exactly, and those perceptions can lead people to make some pretty bad decisions.
Like selling their perfectly good electric car way too soon.
Right, which means they miss out on all those sweet, sweet savings.
The fuel savings, the lower maintenance costs.
The whole shebang.
So it sounds like education is key here.
Absolutely. We need to get the word out about how durable and long-lasting these batteries really are.
Debunk those old myths and help people make informed decisions.
Exactly. And speaking of informed decisions, the sources also highlight another important factor to consider when thinking about selling an electric car:
I'm curious. What is it?
market stability.
Oh, right. They talked about how the electric car market is becoming more stable.
Right. As demand for electric vehicles continues to grow, the value of those cars could actually increase over time.
So hanging on to your electric city car might actually be a smart financial move.
That's the idea. It's a bit of a shift from the traditional thinking that cars are always depreciating assets.
It's like we're turning the whole car market on its head.
Kind of. The sources actually say that the growing demand for electric vehicles is stabilizing the market, making electric city cars a reliable investment over time.
So maybe those electric city cars are more like, I don't know, a fine wine.
A fine wine.
Yeah, you get better with age.
Huh. I like that.
Of course, there are always a lot of factors that go into a car's resale value.
Right, like the condition of the car, the mileage.
But the point is that with electric vehicles, things are changing.
Yeah, the market is evolving, and that evolution could benefit those who hold on to their electric cars for a little longer.
This is all incredibly interesting stuff.
We're just scratching the surface here.
I know. It's amazing to think about all the possibilities.
It really is exciting.
So what do you think is the most surprising thing we've learned about electric city cars today?
That's a tough one. There's been so much good information. What about you?
I think for me, it's the fact that the market is stabilizing. I just assumed that electric cars would depreciate quickly like regular cars.
I know what you mean. That was definitely a surprise for me, too.
But it's a good surprise. It means that investing in an electric city car could actually be a smart financial move.
Absolutely. And it also means that more and more people are embracing electric vehicles, which is great news for the environment.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of the advantages of electric city cars today.
Yeah, we've covered their economic benefits, the reliability of their batteries, and their positive impact in the environment.
We've even debunked some of the common myths about electric car batteries.
Right. Those batteries are built to last.
But now we want to hear from you, our listeners.
What aspect of electric city cars surprised you the most today?
Was it the economic savings, the battery longevity, or maybe the fact that electric city cars could actually appreciate in value?
Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
And don't forget, if you enjoyed this deep dive.
Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating discussions.
Until next time, keep those wheels turning.
It's amazing to think about how much the perception of electric vehicles has changed.
It really is. I remember when electric cars were seen as this kind of niche thing,
Like something only early adopters would even consider.
Right. But now it feels like they're everywhere.
And these sources really highlight why, especially in the context of city life.
That combination of economic benefits, reliable batteries, And environmental sustainability is a game changer.
Yeah, you can't really argue with that.
And the fact that these city cars are so compact,
Perfect for navigating those crowded streets and squeezing into tight parking spots.
not to mention the zero emissions.
That's a huge plus for any cities struggling with air quality.
And let's not forget about those city-specific perks we talked about.
Oh, right. The access to restricted traffic zones and preferential parking.
It seems like cities are really starting to embrace electric vehicles.
They are, and those who make the switch early could really reap the benefits.
So what's the main takeaway for our listeners today?
Well, I think the big takeaway is that electric city cars are no longer a futuristic fantasy.
They're here, they're practical, and they're a viable alternative to gas-guzzling cars.
And if you're considering making the switch,
Don't let those outdated fears about battery degradation hold you back.
right, we've seen the research, these batteries are built to last.
Do your homework, weigh the pros and cons, and make an informed decision.
Exactly. But don't dismiss electric city cars based on old information.
Well said. We've covered a lot of ground today exploring the world of electric city cars.
But I have a feeling this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, absolutely. The electric car revolution is just getting started.
It's an exciting time to be following this industry, for sure.
So many possibilities, so much potential.
And speaking of potential, we want to hear from you, our listeners.
What was your biggest takeaway from today's deep dive?
What surprised you the most about electric city cars?
Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to keep this conversation going.
And if you enjoyed today's episode,
Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more insightful deep dives.
until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.